At this time, we're going to do something a little different, and we want to get to know our contestants or our royalty this year. And I'm going to go ahead and ask them a question. So, our first question is, what is your favorite Filipino custom or tradition, and how will you carry it on to the next generation?
When I was little, I was always taught to respect my elders by calling them auntie or uncle, even though they weren't related to me. I love that Filipinos consider everybody to be family. God willing, when I have kids, I will teach them to do the same thing.
Thank you, Melanie. Okay, Zachary, the same question. Do you want me to say it again? Okay.
My favorite Filipino tradition is when younger children grab hold of an elder's right hand and place it onto their forehead as a sign of respect and also blessing. I will carry this on to the next generation by teaching my children this custom. Thank you.
Thank you, Zachary. And Haley.
My favorite Filipino holiday tradition is on New Year's Eve, where the family spreads coins around the house as a sign as good luck. I will do this with my family and carry on that tradition. Thank you.
Thank you, Haley. And our second question, I'm going to begin with Zachary this time. What makes you most proud to be Filipino?
I am proud to be Filipino because of our rich culture and colorful heritage. We always seem to be positive during rough times. We're always together. Thank you.
And Melanie, the same question.
I'm proud to be Filipino because of our beautiful fashion, such as barongs and butterfly sleeves on women's clothing. Also, that we have delicious cuisines like pancit. Thank you.
Thank you, Melanie. And Haley.
In my opinion, Filipinos are so family-oriented, and just having the family be there for each other is what I cherish most about being Filipino. So that is what I'm most proud of, that Filipinos are family-oriented. Thank you.
And our final question that we're going to give our royalty today is, why is Philippine Weekend important, and what role has it played in your life? We'll begin with Haley.
Filipino Weekend is important because it gives the youth an opportunity to get involved with their culture. This role has impacted my life greatly, because without Philippine Weekend, I wouldn't have been as involved as I am today. Thank you.
Thank you, Haley. And Zachary?
Philippine Weekend is important because it brings family and friends together. It has impacted my life because it reminds me of how lucky I am to be Filipino. Thank you.
Thank you, Zachary. And Melanie.
Philippine Weekend is a time for family and friends to get together and celebrate the Filipino culture. It gives me a chance to get more into my culture, and I learn more and more every year. Thank you.
Thank you, Melanie. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give our royalty a round of applause as we got to know them a little bit better during that question. We're going to excuse our royalty at this moment. Thank you. Let's give them a round of applause as we say goodbye to them. At this time, we'd like to please welcome 2012 Miss Philippine Weekend Queen and King, Celeste Carcha and Emmanuel Espanola.
Winning Mr. Miss brought me back to the time I won Tiny Talks in 1990. 13 years later, I still feel the support from my mom, dad, brother, and SDS women family. When the curtains opened that night and I heard and saw my entire family, that just gave me the extra push I needed. And I guess it helped because I am now passing down the title of Mr. Philippine Weekend King. Although winning was an amazing moment, it can't beat the memories I made with Celeste, Anthony, Monique, Kat, and Kelly. Or should I say, Tyra, Tyrell, Moniqua, Katasia, and Khalees. I'll always remember all of us getting told to walk slower for formal wear, even though it felt like we weren't even moving at all. Or me and Anthony watching the girls getting ready and eating KFC right before the show started. To my Queen Celeste, I'm thankful to have shared this experience with you. This pageant brought me closer to my Filipino heritage, which was my ultimate goal. Once again, I'd like to thank a few people. Mom, Dad, my kuya, I love you guys. My SDS Freeman family, Zahara, the Lafreitas family, Nika, Aubrey, Chelsea, and Edgar, thank you for the advice and help throughout the competition. Most importantly, God, for all that He has done. Before I end, I would like to say, Mr. and Miss has been one of the most interesting and exhilarating experiences. So please, aunties and uncles here tonight, let's not ruin our PW tradition and make your kids, nieces, nephews join Mr. and Miss. Not for the title, but for the experience to be part of a tradition, and to get closer to the Filipino heritage. Agosti Emmanuel Espanola, your 2012 Mr. Filipino Weekend King. Maraming salamat po sa inyong lahat.
My mind is flooded by thousands of memories, but the first memory I recall when I think about last year's Mr. and Miss Philippine Weekend pageant is the time when my fellow candidates and I stood on stage, anxiously waiting to find out who would be crowned. I remember being blinded by the millions of stage light, having cramps in my cheeks from smiling all night, and how badly I wanted to take my heels off. But most importantly, that it didn't matter who was crowned tonight, because I made friendships to last a lifetime and memories that will never fade, and that is far better than a crown. To my fellow candidates, Kelly, Monique, Kathy, Emmanuel, and Anthony, I will never forget the fun and crazy practices we had together, the time we gave ourselves new names, or Nika always asked me, where's Anthony? To Nika, Crystal, Zach, Chelsea, Edgar, and everyone else who helped make the show possible, thank you for all your support, dedication, and countless hours of work that you put in order to make the show a success. To my family, thank you for always being supportive of everything I have ever wanted to do, because without your love and support, I wouldn't be half the person I am today. To my mom, thank you for never letting me give up on my dreams. I know I don't tell you this enough, but I'm extremely grateful for all you have done for me. To the community of Delano, thank you for helping us keep the Filipino culture instilled in our lives and close to our hearts. In this bittersweet moment, as my reign as the 2012 Miss Philippine Weekend Queen comes to an end, I can proudly say that I will never forget how incredibly honored I am to have represented my Filipino community.
Hello. Good evening, everyone. How are you guys doing tonight?
At this time, we'd like to bring up our 2012 court. First, we have our first princess, Monica Scorpizzo. She's also the winner of talent.
Up next, we have Princess Kat Guerra, who also won talent. Native wear. Sorry.
And last but not least, we have Kelly Ravenel. She was the recipient of Miss Congeniality.
My Prince Anthony Abad couldn't be here tonight, but he won Congeniality, Photogenic, and Talent. Thank you.